Hello fellow captains and welcome to the channel. My name is Phoenix and today we are going to be going over the Science Command Battlecruiser or the Geneva class. Okay, starting off with the stats, we're going to do bridge officer, so we have a lieutenant tactical / command station, a lieutenant engineering station, a commander engineering / command station, a lieutenant commander science station, and a lieutenant universal station. For consoles, we have 4 engineering, 3 tactical, and 4 science. For weapons, we have 4 in the front and 4 in the aft. Base hull of 74,250. Shield modifier of 1.12. Impulse modifier of 0.15. Inertia rating of 35. Base turn rate of 8. 4 device slots, 1 hangar bay. You also get plus 10 to weapon power and plus 10 to engine power. Can load dual heavy cannons, comes with 1 hangar bay, which are loaded with Type 8 shuttles. You get the inspiration abilities, you get the Starship ability package, you get the cruiser communications array, but you only get 2 with shield frequency modulation and attract fire. Quickly going over the Starship mastery, at tier 1 you get the absorber hull plating, which gives you plus 25 to physical and kinetic damage resistance rating. At tier 2, you get enhanced weapon banks, which gives you plus 15% critical severity. At tier 3, you get enhanced hull plating, which gives you plus 25 to energy and radiation damage resistance rating. At tier 4, you get increased hull for 10% hull hit points. And finally, at tier 5, you get the improved tachyon beam, which in my case, at the first pulse, you get plus 6,284.2 shield regeneration on first pulse of tachyon beam to up to 20 allies within 10 kilometers. Okay, so going over my loadout, I have the gravimetric photon torpedo launcher, particle emissions plasma torpedo launcher, the Dyson proton weapons, which gives me a 2-piece item for the Arsenal Synergy, which gives me plus 28.5% photon projectile weapon damage, plus 3% critical chance, enables usage of beam fire at will with the experimental proton weapon. I also have an advanced fleet phaser beam array. For the deflector, I have the solenoid deflector array. The impulse, I have the prevailing intervented impulse engines. Warp core is the Temporal Defense Initiative overcharged warp core. For shields, I have the Temporal Defense Initiative regenerative shield, which gives me another 2-piece bonus item. For predictive decay algorithms, which gives me plus 25% all damage for damage over time and hazard effects. For weapons, I have kinetic cutting beam, omnidirectional phaser beam array, trilithium enhanced omnidirectional phaser beam array, and advanced fleet phaser beam array. For my devices, I have temporal negotiator, red matter capacitor, subspace field modulation, and shield battery. For my engineering consoles, I have the defensive drone guardians, the quantum phase converter, protomatter field projector, and conductive RCS accelerator. For my science consoles, I have the exotic particle focuser. I have 3 of them. And then for tactical, I have 3 tactical low vulnerability locators. And I also have the Type 8 shells, which this ship comes with. And for the console, the universal console, tachyon pulse platform, which gives me 2.5% shield resistance, and shield heals are improved by 10%. When you deploy the tachyon pulse platform, what it does is creates a tachyon pulse platform for 45 seconds. Tachyon pulse platform applies up to 5 foes within 5 kilometers, minus 694.2 all shields per pulse, half effectiveness versus players, and there is a 2-minute recharge. And here are my skills, mostly science with a little bit of tactical and a little bit of engineering helping. For traits, I have beam barrage, conservation of energy, fleet coordinator, particle manipulator, thrill seeker, astrophysicist, beam training, kinetic precision, and photonic capacitor. For my starship traits, I have the improved tachyon beam, checkmate, emitter synergy, and emergency response teams. For my space reputation, I have advanced engines, auxiliary power configuration offense, omega kinetic shearing, and particle generator amplifier. For my active reputation, I have anti-time entanglement, quantum singularity manipulation, biomolecular shield generator, and deploy sensor interference platform. For my bridge officer stations, for my commander engineering / command, unfortunately I don't have any command tokens, so I don't have command officer. So I have engineering team 1, power to the auxiliary power to the inertial dampeners, reverse shield polarity 2, ASTOM beam 2. For my lieutenant commander science, I have tachyon beam 1, hazard emitters 2, and gravity well 1. For my engineering lieutenant, I have emergency power weapons 1 and directed energy modulation 1. For my lieutenant tactical / command, I have torpedo spread 1 and fire at will 2. And for my lieutenant universal, I have a tactical for chemolace weaponry 1 and attack pattern beta 1. Alright, so starting off here, I'm going to get some of the T8 shuttles going here. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't working. Alright. Oop. Get more of those shuttles out. There we go. Perfect. The nice thing about this build is this will get a lot more firepower from the T8 shuttles, because this is a phaser build. So I'm pretty sure that my my thing will help out with that. My vulnerability locators. All right, we're going to do the platform here. Now the nice thing about this one is this one will stay. Alright, even though they have gravity well there, I'm going to make sure that they stay there. Alright, look at that. Just, you know, we probably wouldn't have had an issue, but you know what, I wanted to make sure that we had that buffer, because I know my gravity well is fairly strong, even though it's a 1. Oh, okay, all right. So, oh, some of my shuttles. Yeah. Oh, dude just got blown up. Alright. One of our shuttles died, apparently. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I know our shields are failing. Let's get those defensive drones going here. There we go. Oh, that was a kind of a dumb move on my part, but you know what? It worked. You know what? I'm not going to complain. All right. Just getting. Oh, that was kind of a waste of a gravity well. Oh, it didn't go. So nice. So maybe it wasn't a waste. All right. We are most definitely doing pretty well here. I'm actually quite surprised. I know it's a battlecruiser, and battlecruisers are pretty tough, but you know, you can still die with them. Oh, one of our shuttles is out of commission. Alright, and here's another platform. So it's going to do its thing. Do its tachyon pulse. Alright, we're going to do sensor interference platform. This thing's almost down. And done. There we go. Nice and done. In conclusion, the Geneva class ship is not too bad. Things that I do like about it is the consoles. They are pretty even with 4 engineering, 4 science, and 3 tactical. You know, yes, it's a little low on the tactical side. However, you know, I think it still does balance itself out. Another thing is the bridge officer seating. Now, I do enjoy the bridge officer seating. I think it did work well. The only thing that was a problem, and that's just for me, is I didn't have a command bridge officer. So if I had an engineering command bridge officer, I think that would have totally changed how things went. But you know, even if you don't have that, it's still decent. You can still have a decent build. When I did the ISA run, I did run a combat log, and even though I'm not showing it here, I did just over 31k. So that's pretty darn good if you ask me. You know, I don't chase DPS, but I will do, you know, check to see how my DPS is for that run. The improved tachyon beam is helpful because, you know, I do use that to reduce the enemy shields, and when you're reducing the enemy shields, you're also increasing yours and your allies' shields within a certain radius. So that is beneficial. If say for my tank build, I think that would probably go very, very nicely, because that way, you know, I can keep other people's shields up while I'm, you know, reducing the enemy shields and, you know, engaging and fighting. But overall, a decent ship. Even with my science build and not really knowing how to fly science, I think I'm getting a little better. This ship does handle very well. You know, obviously it is a cruiser, so it's going to have a real slow turn rate. But even still, it still was pretty decent. Held its own. You know, and yeah, pretty decent ship, I would say. And that will conclude today's video. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have this ship? Do you use a science character with any of these ships? Let me know your answers and any questions you have down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching. Live long and prosper. And I'll see you out there.